Hey everybody, this is Become One. Today I wanted to share with you 5 things I learned from being a full-time artist since I've been a professional mural and graffiti artist for over 12 years now, and there's a lot of experience that I learned throughout this journey. And while we take a walk through this Hall of Fame here, I will tell you my experiences with being a full-time artist and the 5 main things that I learned from this lifestyle. So the first thing is that you have to be okay with being alone a lot, and this is something that probably won't surprise you, but as an artist you work a lot alone, and especially if you do like mural or canvas commissions, or if you just paint your own canvases, you will be alone a lot, and there will be no one to talk to about the product or the result except for yourself. Of course you can get other people's opinion, but in the end it's your own decision if some painting are finished or not. So you have to be okay with being your own best friend, and a lot of alone time will come with this. So that's like the number one thing that I learned from being a full-time artist, is that you have to be okay with being alone a lot. And for some people it's a good thing. For other people, like myself, I'm more like a social person, so sometimes I miss having colleagues. But you can of course find people to share your stuff with and get some feedback. But mainly you are alone, and it's kind of you against the wall or the canvas, and you have to make your own decisions as to how to finish it. So that's the first thing I learned. Second thing I learned is that you have to be okay with a little bit of financial instability. So there will be some months where you have a lot of work and you will be a little bit stressed, and then there will be other months where there's almost nothing and you will have to live off your savings actually. So in order to survive financially, you have to be okay with a little bit of financial instability and have a good savings, because the saving will keep you not stressed about getting new commission work and stuff throughout the down season, I guess you can call it. For instance, I live in a cold country, so in the winter months there's not much opportunity to do like murals and outside workshops, which I do a lot. But that's why it's important to have a savings, so you can kind of live off that when the months where there's no work, there won't be any money coming in. And the third thing I learned is that you have to be really good at business stuff. This is something that's really important also, because as an artist you have to communicate with people about your work, and sometimes you will have some big companies like Lego or Novo Nordic, or I had a lot of those, and they require a little bit of communication skills, mostly in another language, and that's something that you really have to be good at, because otherwise you won't make it with this professional communication. You have to be on point, and also you have to be able to send invoices to other countries, and the more you are professional in your communication, the better it is, because then the companies will also take you more serious. So that's number 3 thing I learned from being a full-time artist, is that you have to be good at business skills. Email communication, invoices, price offerings, everything, meetings, client meetings, everything like that. Really important. And the 4th thing I learned from being a full-time artist is that you have to travel in order to keep your spirits up. This is something I do now. I'm right now in Tenerife in Las Americas. It's a very nice place here, and it's the month of December, and in my country it's a really cold time. There's no sunshine at all, so it's important to get out and travel and meet some new people. I actually just painted a wall close to here, and in a minute we will pass it by, and that's something that's gonna keep you motivated and inspired to travel and meet new people, and also get some new inspirations soaked up. So that will be like the number 4 thing that I learned from being a full-time artist. Traveling is really important because it keeps you creative and it keeps you inspired, and it's important to also meet other artists, and especially outside of your country, so you can get some new inspiration. And then the 5th thing I learned from being a full-time artist, I think that would be that you have to really want it, or else you won't make it. Actually, this is the most important one because it requires a lot of sacrifice in order to make it as a full-time artist, because you know, it's so easy to just get a normal job, but if you really want to make a living out of being creative, then it's important to have the motivation to do so and sacrifice some things. Of course, the social element, there's some things you just can't go to, because if you have to finish something like a mural project and the client has a deadline, then you have to be okay with using your spare time and weekends also, as the project has to be finished. So that's the number 5 thing I learned from being a full-time artist. And here I have my piece. As you can see, there's a wall behind me, which I painted with a local artist here, and that's included in the number 4 thing I told you about before, traveling. It's really nice to paint walls outside of your country, and especially in the winter time. You really need the sun, and I paint murals, so it's important to do it outside. And yeah, look at this place, it's really nice. The Hall of Fame in Las Veronicas. Many places to paint here. So that was the 5 things I learned from being a full-time artist. I hope you liked this video. If you do, then please hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, as I will probably try to post more of these videos where I talk about my lifestyle as an artist, and maybe go in depth on some of the topics that I touched upon. So yeah, have a nice day, and stay creative out there. Peace.